Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Elf. Um, Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fine. Um, yeah, let's get some cards out and see how you guys are doing. I hope that the messages are helpful and useful for you. Let's get into it and see if there's anything for you that's going to and pique your interest. Oh, I do have. Um, yeah, let's anchor in some universal love and acceptance and starseed mission first, so that we can just get that on the table. So whoever's not in and of the highest light, they can, you know, excuse themselves. We're here to do light work. We're here to anchor in the higher frequencies. We're here to do God's work, literally. So, okay. And also, I was guided to ask people to connect to Hygeia, Hygeia, Hygeia. It's like just to prevent sickness and to, a lot of people, they're getting sick now, like stomach issues, the flu. A lot of people arguing in their relationships. A lot of people dealing with a lot of inner child stuff, especially when it comes to like children. There's a lot of issues with children these days, like children. So there's something going on with the children that has to do with nessus, trauma, abuse. Yeah, has to do with abuse or suffering or trauma. Or so nessus can unlock areas of pain in our lives so that we can begin healing. Nessus can indicate areas of our lives and personal relationships where there has been major suffering or abuse, pointing to traumas that need to be worked through. Understanding how nessus shows up in your chart can end cycles of pain and allow for personal transformation. So what we're looking at right now is like inner child work. And some of y'all did get an upgrade from the crystal. Come on now. From the crystal rainbow children. All right. And I don't know how that showed up for you, but a lot of the star seeds and a lot of the angelics and the shamans and the light star seeds and light workers, they got upgraded from the crystal rainbow children. So however that rearrangement looked for you, however the outlook of that ended up looking like, I hope that you could appreciate the feeling of attack, the feeling of cleaning it up yourself, and the feeling of having someone come in and just create a little bit of chaos, and then you understanding that you're still dealing with some inner child stuff. And I'm also picking up that some of y'all also got have been kicked as a child. So when someone kicks you when you're a child, you don't understand. It's like when you hit your dog on the head to discipline the dog. It doesn't necessarily work like that. It just makes it worse. Like punishment, physical punishment. So some of y'all are come on now. We need to talk about this. This is not for everyone, okay? So I guess the only way for you to heal that physical punishment that you went through is smoking a lot of weed and watching slapstick humor, laughing your ass off of the pain that other people are feeling, because you're eating neurological energy that's coming off of your own serotonin levels that are just exploding every time that you're safe, every time that you experience some shit that went down that reminds you of how lucky you are right now. And it's healing, it's part of your healing. But here's the catch. If you keep watching slapstick humor and you never really honor death and murder in the natural world, you're going to keep preparing yourself for a sort of spiritual entrainment, because on my channel, you're going to level up drastically. And I don't need slackers on this channel, because I need people that are dedicated to actually go the distance. And it's not to like raise the bar on your behalf. Or to my detriment, or to anyone. It's for the higher timeline. It's for the like choosing the higher timeline, understanding that it's tough work, and we're probably going to go kicking and screaming a little bit up the ladder so that we can get to the point of healing and getting into an epiphany miracle mindset, okay? So instead of continue to laugh at others' pain as you revel in the healing of the physical punishment that happened to you, I do recommend watching animals murder each other and eat each other alive, so that you can bow and possibly even cry and respect what it means to give your life over to someone or to something, or to respect the efforts of having existed cellularly for millions of years in a state of survival, as you yourself allow yourself to come into the memory of what it means to be an animal on this planet. Just feel that for a second. Because some of y'all have real anger issues. You're lashing out. You're not dealing with the pain. Then maybe you need to honor the murder of the natural documentary style, and don't look away. Just look at or watch some surgery, or watch some, because you're not going to go crazy. You're not going to become an insane person. You might be scared of becoming a mass murderer, insane person. You might be scared of having nightmares. You might be scared of your own reaction to my suggestions here. But we're here to open up our hearts. We're here to put more pressure on the heart. We're here to feel more. We're here to support each other. We're here to heal. How do we go by that? Well, we talk about what's really going down on this planet, okay? So here's another thing for you, all right? When it comes to this, like, just being real, okay? We're gonna get into the cards, but I have something to say. I gotta say this, okay? So people that are satanically oriented, people that say to hell with this, to hell with that, the devil left, right, up and down, or talking about how they're so cool with being reptilian beings. You know, it's intense. It's so intense. Do I explain this, all of it? Okay, so this is for some of you guys. You're not going to enjoy the communication of this, but this is your fate. This is what's going to give you a lot of life energy. And like I usually say, you can all thank me later, okay? Because we need the frequency to go up, okay? We need the frequency to go up. So I was just watching some stuff that had to, this is reptilian oriented cosmic disclosure stuff, okay? So, and it has to do with Lucifer and satanical people, and the way that we've been tricked to think that alcohol is such a club party DJ awesome thing, love is blind type of, like, you know, energy boost of like some magical bravery that we're tapping into to live a culturally appropriated life in a society that means well. Whereas in fact, we're dealing with reptilian, Anunnaki, and gray wars of ancient astral realities trying to come in here and feed off of our intestines and have fun with us because they're alcoholic, eternal entities that are, weaving themselves in and out, and they're just, we're just puppets in a way. In a lot of ways, we're just puppets. Okay, I'm not gonna say it twice. I said it once. Okay, moving on. So I saw this documentary today that had to do with this guy from Netherlands, and he was like going as a reporter or as like a regular muggle who's subconsciously being manipulated by alcoholic energies. And he was going to these satanical Luciferian worship churches, and they were in these rooms, or I don't even know if they rented, temples or whatever they did, but they had ceremonies where they would, have sex with these naked women, and they would drink a lot of booze, and they would talk about Lucifer. And at some point, he was invited to a different country to slaughter children and to stand in a circle and suck out the energy of the dead children that they slaughtered. And this is the energy that is attached to everyone who says, "Oh, to hell with this. The devil may care." Or like, especially in Norway, I live in a country where everyone is talking about the devil because they have issues with past incarnation, finger pointing, karmic issues where they're like collectively agreeing that they were wrong about pointing out all of the witches and warlocks that needed to be burned alive. They got tricked into getting mass married and realizing that, domestic life was just part of an experiment. And now the devil seemed to have occupied this realm or this dimension, or maybe it's something about the clarity of the Aquarian age coming in to shock us. So what if it's a satanical shock that we're looking down the bottleneck of, or looking down the throat into the belly of the beast, now as the dragons are, coming more and more alive. And I just want to say that it's real out here. Anger issues are real. It's not weird if you're going through a shitstorm right now. And I just wanted to come online here and tell you that you're not alone with feeling the heats of whatever's going down. You're not alone with lashing out. You're not alone going over the board. You're not alone. 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 All right. I need to heat up. All right. So we're going to release some energies. We're going to help you get to a point of release so that we can elevate the energies. And then we're going to get into the cards. So it's like a sine wave. We're going up and then probably a little bit down and up again, okay? It's just part of the shadow work, the light work, okay? Tapping into the inner monkey or gorilla. Opening up Lemurian codes. anchoring in, coming into the body. All right. Calling in the Merkaba, opening the root chakra, perineum, the soles of the feet. All right. Okay. That's interesting. All right. All right. Releasing. Doing ripples. Activating grounding cords to the center of earth, sending out heart pulses and waiting for the echo. Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Just be proud of yourself if you're able to withstand the strange, the weirdness of it all. Don't expect too much of yourself. Just allow. Half the job is basically to just comprehend and allow things to pass through to your immediate and your massive environment. Okay. Uploading the downloads, downloading the uploads. All right, are we good? Can we just get into the cards now? We're not done. Okay, so a little more body work. Okay. Satanama Ramadasa Sase Suham Satanama Ramadasa Sase Suham Satanama Ramadasa Sase Soham. All right. Anchoring in. Receiving. Connecting. Activating your starseed DNA. Activating third eye. Receiving messages from the GFL through your crown. All right. Inviting in the big birds. All right. Okay, I think we're good. We can move on. Thank you guys. Thank you. That was beautiful. I mean, I'm proud of this channel. What a versatile piece of work this is turning out to be. Gratitude, gratitude. 2020 vision, seeing clearly. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let's pull out some cards, see how you're doing. All right, what's the general message? What does this collective need to hear? Oh, shit. Some of y'all feel lonely, a little bit lonely. Some of y'all working too hard, working too much, back pain. Too much responsibility, perhaps. Some of y'all got some King of Swords energy here, which is like being corrupted. Is this directly pointed to some of the... No, so this is not necessarily you, but this the energies you're dealing with. All right, okay, 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 okay. Ducky. Hey. So, some of y'all are connected to duckies, little ducks. That's so cute. And some of you, I'm sensing that some of you might have been ducklings in a past life. That's so cute. That is beautiful. I do have some duck feathers here. All right, little duckies. Thank you. And some swan feathers. A lot of bird energies. For the angels activating their wings. Yes. So how's your heart? Is your heart, are you working on? No. So your hearts are a bit shut down because you're lacking brave. You're not. There's something about a travel. Maybe someone is experienced. Is that it though? Like, let me just double check here. It's like you're waiting for someone to like activate your heart, and there's something about the bravery lacking here. Maybe you've experienced this, like I go through that a lot. It could be that it has to do with learned helplessness, not knowing the situation from an outside perspective. It's like you're in it. You need a reminder that you're gonna have to do it, because it seems like a lot of those processes that we're in has to do with us learning to understand that we can handle the pressure of our skills coming online. So it's like, you know, this like expression of being a self-made millionaire. Well, we're talking about a self-made spiritualionaire, self-made spiritualionaire. A lot of people, they're talking about being a self-made millionaire. We're talking about being a self-made spiritualionaire. You get the picture, right? And you need to help activate your own heart, and you don't need to electrocute yourself in order to get there. So what's the message for the people that are not opening up their heart? Lashing out. You're lashing out at the divine. Part of me is like, I want you to understand how hurt you've been and how accustomed you've grown to just do whatever the fuck you want. You've grown accustomed to just do whatever the fuck you want. How's that working out for you? Hmm? I mean, it's probably been working out a lot because it's saved your ass, and your shadow is basically rowdy, you know? And it's like you got to digest this stuff on your own. You have to digest it on your own because it's gonna ricochet. It's the boomerang that echoes. And you need to watch out when it boomerangs and echoes because life is cyclical. And you don't want the boomerang to chop your head off as it returns. You want to take responsibility as consciously as humanly possible, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be me. Sorry, some Backstreet Boys reflexes just came in. I apologize for that. I feel like Evan Baxter and Bruce Almighty. But yeah, you got the strength in reverse. That's not, it's not good. I feel like this doctor, is just sitting there. People coming to him and they have laryngitis or something, and he instead of like being very like, I'm sorry for your loss, or I'm sorry for the complication, but I'm gonna have to tell you that, blah blah blah. But they're just like, it's almost like this Mr. Bean way of delivering information. Is like, well, it's not good. Like, it's terrible. This is just terrible. It's not going well. This is terrible. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. It's like that woman in Harry Potter when she's looking in the little crystal ball and she's trying to describe Hermione and her shriveled bosom, and it's like, oh, well, you might be young in years, but your soul is just as dried as all the books that you so desperately cling to. Did I say something, dear? It's like this total channel. Just then we got. I mean, it's like this horrible news. I have some horrible news for you. It's not going well. But there's comedy here, like and you have strong connection to the elemental realm because otherwise, or maybe you don't, maybe you're not. Are they aware of this? Yeah, you're semi-aware that you have a strong connection to the elemental realms because you could cry, you could be in the tower moment, you could be at the bottom of the pool and drowning, and the elementals, they're gonna they're gonna laugh their ass off looking at you surviving or crying because for them it's about not necessarily taking everything so seriously. For them it's more I've been crying my soul out, and I've had elementals laughing at me because they're like, "Oh, look at him, he's crying, he's in so much pain." And they can be, it's terrible, but once you get out of it and you can look at it from a little bit of a distance, it really helps because when you laugh and cry at the same time, you experience a super state. It's called serenity, okay? So you access deeper crevices of the tunnels of the neural connections between your brain parts, okay? So it's an exercise in imagination. If you don't have any imagination left due to digital Alzheimer's, it could be important for you to start to take yourself less seriously and to take your pain less seriously and to invite back in the laughter or exercise a little bit of abstract Looney Tunes vibes, just to get to the point of like creativity because yeah, I just want the best for you. That's the truth. I want you to be happy, and I want you to understand that it's okay to to wiggle in the pain a little bit because you've been wiggling your way out of the pain. So you've been doing a lot of, good work on that in that department right there, okay? Okay. Oh, I'm listening to this woman, and she says okay a lot, like okay, 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 okay. It's like that's a lot, but people do whatever they ought to do in order to feel themselves alike. And I'm not here to judgy, but I'm just saying she says okay a lot, okay? And it's affecting me. it's affecting me. Okay. Okay, so I have insulted someone here. I'm sorry if I insulted you. Maybe you needed it. Looks like the love that you feel for me is not necessarily quite there yet, but um, we're helping each other get to the level of increasing the intelligence within the inertial situation that you might find yourself in, and then there's going to be a reciprocal give and take of the energy exchange that's just playing out. So just know that everything is forgiven, everything is under the jurisdiction of love and the intention of love. And it's very important to sometimes just get, roll up our sleeves and get a little bit dirty just to get to the point of the healing, so that we can massage out the pain and the hate and the evil to get it moving and circulate throughout the body, so that other parties can actually digest it, instead of it being stuck as a memory in the dark crevices of your muscles, because there's a lot of memories that are stored in the muscles. Once you start massaging them out of someone, a lot of healing can occur. And another thing, if you guys are, healthcare, or I'm not saying healthcare, I'm saying masseuses or massage therapists, if you are massaging people in your life, there's a difference between a professional massage, a friendly massage, and a Lemurian multi-dimensional massage. But for the Lemurian multi-dimensional massage, you place your third eye directly on the muscle. So I don't care if it's oiled up or dry or whatever, you just head to the muscle, okay? And you just open your third eye right onto the muscle that you're massaging, and you just send the muscle that you're working on, you send it all of your love. You say, I love you, I love you, I love you, and you just pour all of your love into this muscle that you're working on, and just see in your mind's eye how this muscle is accepting you, opening up. And you keep massaging in before, during, and after. And you could place your hand on the muscle, even move it around. And sometimes for very awakened souls, they're also going to see the face of the person you're massaging. So it's kind of like you're coming up close to the face, and you're kind of like hovering, monitoring it a little bit. And it's like you're having a conversation with this person you're massaging the muscle of, if that makes sense. Is that helpful? Okay, cool. Amazing. Thank you for listening to that. I know some of y'all are going to utilize it, and this is one of the secrets that are going to, spread throughout the globe, and is going to be practiced, and is going to help people connect more and more to their clear sentience, and it's going to make healing more effective and widespread. And it's definitely one of these incredibly old secrets that comes directly from the grandmother of the jungle forest of wherever you can imagine. Okay? Okay. Who says that? I know that YouTuber, but okay. Okay. Okay, I think it's Andy Kaufman when he's doing the whole mud wrestling or the wrestling with women. Okay. He like if you haven't seen Andy Kaufman wrestling women, um I suggest you just go check it out because it's going to apply to part of your healing or to let go of something or to just be inspired by, I don't know, Jim Carrey or get to the depth of something. I'm not gonna okay. I'm not gonna force you to do anything though. I respect um, sensitivities that has to do with the patriarchal errors of the past. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna do more cards and see if there's an underlying story here. We're gonna use the Rider-Waite classical tarot just to get to the bottom. Okay, 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 okay. I'm gonna drive myself crazy saying okay. And there's also another thing that Kay and Peele. I don't know how you say that, but Kay and Peele from on YouTube. They were talking about. I mean, they're not talking. They're having like a skit where they were sitting in this restaurant and this woman. She was talking about this abusive man, and he was not treating her fairly. And then she was explaining to her girlfriend about how he was like doing her dirty and whatnot. And I think the name of the YouTube video is called Okay, so it's easy to find. Maybe some of y'all want to check it out because it just points out the humor behind women going to extremes to forgive their partner in crime, because it's a real like Capricornial ball and chain, ride or die type of loyalty within a situation. And it's also a theme that has to do with someone, a woman that I'm connected with here in Oslo, Norway, that have been in a relationship with, someone who goes in and out of prison, someone who's a criminal, someone who's violent, and someone who's just a live demon trying to teach her to become a free soul in a way. And I'm in the middle of this debacle because I'm clearing some karma. I'm talking to my grandma. She's dead since I was 3 years old. And I don't know what they're playing on, but they are riding me pretty hard. And that's my story. Again, with the disclaimer for when it comes to slapstick humor, when it comes to honoring death, when it comes to getting out or getting into the actual healingness of honoring life and healing the way that we got punished physically as children. I just wanted to, because I said that on this channel you're going to elevate, and that is radically true. So if let's say you're here on this channel, you're an unawakened soul, you're like just being blasted with all this information, with all of this information, you're being blasted with all of this information, and you might find yourself in the beginning stages of starseed initiation or angel initiation or some higher elemental initiation or some other divine initiation, in whatever category, whatever dimensional layer that is accessible to you in your immediate environment, in your trajectory as you've mapped it pre-incarnation. And I'm just here to tell you that some of y'all might experience guides or ancestors that do not mess around with you. And sometimes that means getting your affairs in order, you doing your due diligence, you getting the shadow work lined up to the benefit of this planet, you having strong ancestors communicating directly with Mother Earth, feeding you lessons. And sometimes if you don't get it, if you're not willing to listen, if you're running crazy, if you're on the verge of death, if you're not surviving it, if you're like you could take it to extremes, I could take it to extremes. I don't want to do that right now. I just want to get to the point of telling you that it's important to understand that we need firm boundaries between our consciousness, soul, and light, and our shadow. And in this entrainment of telling the universe, we do not accept physical punishment as a tool to teach us. Because when we wake up, sometimes we do get infiltrations coming in, and they make their voices known by attacking the weakest point in our physical body as a threat. And it's a very vulnerable position to be in. Okay, can we take it from there and see what the cards are wanting to say? All right, good. Twisted love. What's the twisted love? Blocked emotions. Listening to the Hierophant. Working too much. Okay. Hathor. Hermanubis. Phoenix. You could be an Aquarius. You could be Scorpio. You could be a Taurus or a Leo. Could be heavy fixed placements in your chart. Could be a Virgo. Meditating a lot. Some of y'all are really lazy, but lazy, impatient, and oversharing. Partying too much, looking for love, tired of work. It's sort of that. And please stop with the cursing. I don't need curses. Deflecting curses, effective immediately. Right. That's right. I'm sensing that some of y'all are getting the gravity of the situation. Some of y'all are starting to respect the gravity of a situation. You're starting to see it clearly. So the epiphany is granted. Congratulations on your epiphanies. All right. All right. Everyone wanted to come out to play right now. You could be 23 years old. Yeah, you might be feeling... Yeah, you went above and beyond to connect with someone. Someone younger than you. 23. Alright. I have kinship and friendship beyond the world of the humans. Spirit loves me. Okay. So this is a spirit guide you're talking to? For some of y'all, it's a spirit guide you're talking to? Yeah, and that's the truth. Someone's making you happy. Someone is wanting to give you the 2020 vision. Someone is helping you initiate something. 666-333-999. Something that has to do with action. You taking action. You're listening to the divinity. You're listening to divine information coming through. So you stop lashing out, or you stop hanging out with people that lash out at the divinity. Coming into this bow and arrow. So you're aiming. You're aiming with I'm hearing your angelic, your light is now aiming true. So just keep aiming. I'm getting this. It's like you're connecting telepathically with your higher guides, and you're not lashing out at divinity, and you're not accepting others lashing out at your divinity. Aggression coming your way, because you're finding tools. You're finding civilized tools to inform your environment of your sovereignty and your power. So these uncomfortable situations that are testing you are not necessarily dominating you as they used to anymore, because now you're in a learning area, period. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm also getting you're sacrificing a lot for your friends. So it could be that you're so lonely that you just rather hang out with them than to not. And I get it. It's just, and you're working out your childhood abandonment issues, which is good. That's the truth. You might be, I'm getting a Virgo. This is for a Virgo here. Or you might have Mercury in Virgo. Or you could have your moon in Virgo as well. Sending you healing. And your sexual energy is on fire. And if it seems like you're getting this, yeah, it's like you're out and about, but you're not necessarily learning from your lessons. But you have at least now you have a positive outlook on the world. Some of y'all might be having a little bit of a twisted view on relationships. So it could be that you do listen to the traditions of this world and whatever works, and you're getting the spiritual downloads. You are being upgraded as a result of being exposed to souls like me that are trying to just exist as a channel, as an elemental being, providing information to the best of their ability. And it seems like based off of this impact that was hitting you, or emitted your way, it led to some old emotions to be poured out, so that now you can look at the world with a more entrepreneurial sense. And you're gonna fail a little bit in terms of your endeavors, and you're gonna get into a little bit of a and it could be some toxic feminine energies, or just getting drunk and getting fucked up, but having sex and finding a partner and go back to work. Oh my god, I'm not gonna drink again, and then just getting judged by the council, and then going back to family memories and coming back into a new startup type situation where you're gonna be very earthed and practically grounded, and understand that I only went back to those people, those friends. I only went back to that old life because I was lonely. And now I have to start fresh up again and come back into this like energy of just sharing everything, but with this lazy impatience. And as long as you're aware of all of this, as long as you can like exist in the current of the flow of information here, your higher self, your shadow self, it's gonna like just eat popcorn, lean back, and just fart and burp and just go, yeah, it's okay, whatever, I can handle the truth, yeah, it's okay, uh it's okay, it's okay. It's just kind of like I'm getting that picture. It's just like we're all humans, okay? And you becoming more acquainted with your shadow, existing as an animal in the presence of your light, and having these classmates kind of work together is going to heal the shit out of technical difficulties in your life. Okay? All right, we're done. All right, so I want to thank all of you for coming on to this show here. I hope you loved this video as much as I enjoyed serving up some information, and I hope that you share this video with anyone that you feel like could benefit from a little bit of an upgrade in their life, in your peripheral. And I hope that you understand that all of this is anchored in respect and love for you and your soul and your shadow. And I hope that you guys are taking care of your crystals, you're bathing them, you're washing them, you're reading up about them, you're getting to know them, you're asking them questions, you're flirting with them, you're, circulating them. Circulate your crystals, interior design, and what was it? Some of y'all do have a lot of valuables that are dusting away in the absence of your creativity. So, in the name of interior design, all right, blessings, have a wonderful day. Mwah. Bye.